is Sergi here for True Game Heads, checking out E3 2009, and I'm here at a pretty ill party, checking out a League of Legends being published by THQ, and here to better explain the game is one of the co-founders of Riot Games,
Mark Merrill.
Could you tell us a little bit about the game and just, how you guys came up with everything?
Sure. So essentially the game is League of Legends is a competitive, fast-paced action RPG that's really considered by many to be the spiritual successor to the popular Warcraft 3 mod, Defense of the Ancients. So essentially the game is characterized by choosing from one of a really diverse and interesting array of unique characters and then playing in these short sessions and battling with teammates against an enemy team, trying to accomplish a different map objective. So essentially we really tried to differentiate in League of Legends and create some characters that are kind of outside the box. And the funny thing is rather than just having a couple guys at the company being able to create all the characters and whatnot, we literally opened up the character creation to everybody at the company. So we kind of created this template where people could identify a theme and then sort of suggest characters and people would vote on and whatnot. And it's really how we kind of came across a lot of really interesting and unique characters that are just different from a lot of the stuff you see out there.
Was that like a big challenge for you guys to try to, mold a game that's sort of easy for people to jump in, but at the same time offer something for like hardcore fans of the genre?
Absolutely. So one of the big focuses for the company was trying to make the experience really competitive and really, really deep, while simultaneously making it kind of, easy to play and easy to pick up. And so the mantra that we were shooting for is the easy to play, difficult to master, and we think we're really hitting that or pretty close. And so, guys that are, we have really competitive gamers at Riot Games. Our design director is Tom Cadwell, one of the key guys who was the play balance lead on Warcraft 3. This is a competitive game, and so, it's really, really fun, really fast-paced, lots of action going on, and lots of ways and cool strategies to get ahead of the other people, but also really easy to pick up. So that has been a big focus for us.
How do you guys tackle things like, bragging rights for the people who like to, when we kill somebody,
Sure. So there's a bunch of ways that when you sort of whoop somebody in the game that you know it, because there's sort of this announcer that has these visceral sounds that yells out when you're on killing streaks or things like this. There's mechanic systems that when you kill people that are on killing sprees, you get extra gold and bonuses and things like this. And then from a metagame perspective, your account actually will represent you, the player, and all of your in-game achievements. So from a lore perspective, you're a summoner, and you're summoning these champions to fight for you on your behalf. And essentially, as you start whooping people and doing really well and playing the game, you're going to earn all sorts of cool things that people will know when you're joining a game, like, wow, that guy's really good, because look at his record and look at all the cool stuff that he's unlocked and things like that. So
I like that. So as far as the gameplay is based around the competitive aspect of people fighting each other. So what are some typical scenarios that you put the players in where they're fighting against each other?
Sure. So the map that you play today is called Summoner's Rift, and the goal with this map is to destroy the enemy base. And so it's 2 teams, 5-on-5, PvP action, where the champions are leveling up, from weak to powerful within the context of the short 30-minute to 40-minute gameplay session, and they're sort of buying items and they're trying to, figure out how to destroy the enemy's base. And so you're killing their turrets, you're killing their towers, you're killing enemy units, and ultimately whichever team manages to push forward and destroy the enemy headquarters is the team that wins.
From my experience, you guys seem to manage to somehow cram aspects of RTS or RPG that will normally last you hours, level and stat track and all that, but y'all seem to cram it into the short gameplay. So what was the challenge in doing that?
Well, that's a pretty big challenge, because MMOs and RPGs historically are really fun because you kind of represent that character that you play represents you, and you associate your identity with the guy and you level up over a long period of time. And so we're trying to figure out how do you match that experience where you're leveling up and you're doing these sorts of things with a session-based game. And so some of the solutions we had is, one, to create that same experience at the account level, that it is persistent and it does grow up over a long period of time. But then also in the actual game session, just saying, hey, what's fun about RPGs? Well, it's leveling up, it's getting cool items, and it's choosing abilities and things like this. So why not just make that really fast and let people not only be fighting all the time, but also choosing these abilities and reacting to what the enemy team is doing.
When can we expect this game?
Game's coming out this fall, so we just announced that, and it's going to be awesome. It's going to be available online at leagueoflegends.com. People can sign up for beta right now as well, or via retail. We just announced our publishing deal, retail publishing, with THQ, who's going to be manufacturing our box. So
that sounds pretty great. So is there anything else you want to drop in, get people hyped up for the game?
Well, I'd like to give a shout out to the Riot Games homies, and just say what up to all the fans of Dota out there that maybe excited about League of Legends or not, or kind of doing the wait and see thing, but we help to really kind of evolve the game over time based on how the player wants to see it, and really operate as a service, and community is really, really important to us as a company, and so we're not just going to keep saying it, we're going to go out and prove it, and so look forward to doing that.